Hi guys, how's it going? It's Pitara Boy once again. I've been on a hiatus pretty much like Dragon Ball Super, which sucks, I know. But I'm back, guys. I'm back and with more content. I'll be back with more content as well. So please subscribe, like the video if you liked it, and leave a comment. Like I said, I'll be coming back with more content soon. So stay tuned. Hit the bell as well, guys, and please subscribe. Um, and today's video, it's gonna be about Dragon Ball GT. I know it's a very controversial topic, especially because there's a lot of people out there that really hate on it, really hate the series, and there's a few that like it. There's a few that love it, and well, personally, I hope I don't get hanged for this. But I actually like the series a lot. I love Dragon Ball GT, and I'm gonna give you my bullet points on why I like it. If you don't share my my opinion, I mean, at least I hope a few of you guys agree with me. If and now if a few, well, if a lot of you even don't agree with me, it's fine. This video is not about the flaws of Dragon Ball GT. I am well aware that it has many flaws. But I'm not here to talk bad about Dragon Ball GT. Instead, I'm actually here to talk about the things I like about Dragon Ball GT personally, once again. The things I find good in it. And I'm going to hit you with three major bullet points. This video may have a part two if it requires, or if I find more bullet points that I miss later on. But like I said, this is my personal opinion. I just want you guys to hear me out on this, and if you guys agree with me, cool. But what I want to know is if you guys liked it, or actually what parts or what things did you like about Dragon Ball GT. So leave that in the comment section. Let's get started. So first of all, one of my favorite, and this is a really big one for Dragon Ball GT, is its adventure aspect on the series. On the first half of Dragon Ball GT, we see a very adventurous vibe and atmosphere, and it's oriented a lot towards an adventure. It's Goku and friends in an adventure, which I really liked. And you might say it's a nostalgic thing, but yeah, maybe that's why I like it, because it reminded me of Kid Goku in early Dragon Ball, going on a journey, meeting new friends, meeting new foes, meeting new masters, and traveling to new places, and just going on a journey to find the Dragon Balls, and I just love that aspect of Dragon Ball GT. Is this? I mean, Goku here. It's Goku and crew, which is Trunks, Pan, and Giru, and Kid Goku, to go on a journey to look for the Dragon Balls, across the universe. So we throw in a space aspect, and Goku and friends had to go different planets, which like I said, found really cool. And we hadn't seen that in a really good while before Dragon Ball GT. I mean, we saw that in Dragon Ball. We saw it very little in Dragon Ball Z. We saw it early in the Saiyan saga. When we see a tiny bit before the Saiyan saga when Gohan is wandering in the forest. Then he bumps into Saber-Tooth Cat, and then he gets chased around, and he just you get a little bit of an intro or a sneak peek on that. After the defeat of Raditz, when everyone's training, and Piccolo literally throws Gohan into the wilderness, so he can learn survival and toughen up. We see Gohan go through various adventures in the wilderness. He starves. He's looking for food. He gets chased by dinosaurs. He gets chased by bears and tigers, and he's pretty much out there in the wilderness having an adventure. He even befriends a little robot. I think it's Mr. Robot. Where he meets him in a cave, and he actually ends up befriending him, and um, he cries a lot to him and everything, and actually the robot sacrifices himself to save Gohan's ass. And I think that was just so much cool. I really, really enjoyed those episodes when we see Gohan just chilling there. It's Kid Gohan, of course, is surviving and meeting animals, interacting with animals, insects, and whatnot. It's also cool when we see that's when we see Piccolo and Gohan bonding. Um, we see a bit of an adventure aspect also when in the Namek saga or the Frieza saga, whatever you want to call it. Um, Krillin and Gohan and Bulma take off in the ship. They mentally train. They're in space, and then they get to fake Namek, where they think it's Namek and all this good stuff, and they end up being it ends up being a fake Namek, and they end up fighting these monsters, and it's cool. And even when they actually make it to Namek, Krillin and Kid Gohan, they befriend, they meet the Namekians, and they can counter Frieza and his army, and it's just cool, it's just another adventure oriented little piece of Dragon Ball Z. But and going back to GT, that's just one of the things I love about adventure. Like when Dragon Ball turns, goes into fighting oriented story to a adventure oriented story. I enjoy it very much. I found it very, very fun to watch and entertaining. Many of you guys might not agree, because I'm sure some of you might prefer the fighting, and I don't dislike the fighting, but I like when there's a little bit of a balance between an adventure, a journey, and then climaxing and fighting with the opponent, with whatever the bad guy is. But that's an aspect I really love about the series. In this case, in GT, Goku and friends travel throughout the planets to find the Dragon Balls, or else the Earth is doomed. And they meet new people. They find themselves in new planets that they've never been before, and pretty much nature that they've never seen before, creatures that they've never seen before, monsters they haven't seen before, and of course foes they haven't seen before. So it's kind of cool, because you don't know what's coming. You don't even know the abilities of the bad guy. You don't know, maybe these monsters are gonna eat them. There's a bunch of things. You don't know the people there, so everything, it could go a bunch of ways, and it's just so cool being like, oh, let's see what they encounter now. Let's see who they meet. Let's see who the bad guy is. And let's see how strong the bad guy is. And then once they actually get to the bad guy and they actually start fighting, that's when it turns into fighting, and I really like that. I like it when it turns into fighting, because you kind of balance out the adventure with the fighting, and it's just so much cool. That's a really, really big one that I liked for Dragon Ball GT, and something that I believe it was done right. Um, by re-adding an adventure type of feeling. Um, so that's a big one. Now the second one is Kid Goku. See, I'm actually a fan of Kid Goku. Um, yeah, I mean, maybe you might think, well, that doesn't make any sense, or why the hell did they make Goku a kid? Well, I mean, first of all, yeah, Goku would have been way too OP if it was left as an adult. But we don't just get a kid Goku. We also get adult Goku in the Super Saiyan 4 transformation, which is the next point I'm going to talk about. So, Kid Goku is thrown in the mix. It's a much smarter, stronger, and cooler Kid Goku than the one from Dragon Ball. We still have all the Super Saiyan transformation, Super Saiyan 1. We should have Super Saiyan 2. He should be able to transform into that, even though we don't see it. And he definitely does Super Saiyan 3, even though he does it for a brief period of time. But I just found that aspect so cool, Goku's a kid again. And for, many of you guys might be, well, I prefer adult Goku. And like I said, the cool thing is that you also get a bit of a balance between kid Goku and adult Goku. You get adult Goku in Super Saiyan 4. And even though it's not the same as base adult Goku, you get an adult version of Goku, and you get the best of two worlds, if you ask me. You get adult Goku and kid Goku, and both of them are equally badass, if you ask me. Both of them, you know, get to show off, both of them get to defeat enemies, and both of them look cool. Super 17, for example, gets defeated by Kid Goku, not Super Saiyan 4. Actually, Super Saiyan 4 Goku didn't work against, Super 17. And that I just really like that. It's like a balance between, and that also the adventure and fighting balance I liked. Now the Kid Goku and adult Goku balance by Super Saiyan 4, I liked it a lot as well. And Super Saiyan 4, that's our third bullet point. That's something that I really, really loved about Dragon Ball GT. So, Super Saiyan 4, I really like it so much because of its original design, even though it wasn't designed by Toriyama. And because it also brings us back to the Super Saiyan lore. It brings us back to, the tail. Goku has a tail again, since that had been something that had been kind of left behind. So Goku has a tail again. Oh, and by the way, we also get the Golden Ozaru. So that's something that was also thrown in there. So we get more Super Saiyan lore. Also by Baby, he's back from planet Vegeta, the one that they conquered, and he's the Tuffles, with the Tuffles. So you dig a little deeper into the Super Saiyan lore. The Super Saiyan 4 transformation. First, you have to be Golden Ozaru, which once again brings the Ozaru back. And the Super Saiyan 4 just so much cooler, if you ask me. It has a tail than the previous forms even. It's actually my favorite form. Because, the design just so creative. Goku has fur, gross fur. The form is also very strong enough to reverse the effect of the Dragon Balls. The hair's not yellow. The hair looks a little different. He has a tail. The eyelids are red, which I think that's a very, very badass feature. When we see also Vegeta rocking this form. So that's the cool thing. We see Goku and Vegeta rocking this form, and actually we do see Gogeta rocking this form. So they give us 3 characters that can tap into this Super Saiyan 4 transformation, which once again it looks really, really cool. The design's much more original. Super Saiyan 1, 2, and 3 are the hair's the same, yellow. Super Saiyan 2, you get hair pointing up. We all know the difference. So basically, I just love how it's something different from Super Saiyan 1, 2, and 3. And it's a stronger version. It's the most powerful up to then. I just love Super Saiyan 4 personally. Once again, you might hate it or whatever, but you have to agree that it's a new original form, and that's a fact. None of the previous forms have been similar to Super Saiyan 4, so I just like the creativity behind that. Also, since we see that in Dragon Ball Super, we're spamming transformations. In Dragon Ball GT, we just get the Super Saiyan 4 transformation. So that's a plus for GT. In that aspect, it actually beats Super. And you know what? That's basically it, guys. Those 3 are big bullet points for me. I think that Dragon Ball GT has. It's fine if you guys disagree. But once again, guys, I do want to hear what you guys liked about Dragon Ball GT. So please leave that in the comment section. Leave a comment. Try to interact with the channel. And well, that's pretty much it, guys. It's Pitara Boy here. God bless you guys. We'll be back with more content, so stay tuned, subscribe, and like the video, please. And we'll see you guys next time. You guys have a good one. Bye-bye.